park far away. Park far away.
That's right. Yeah, well, you know, these young people can park in the back.
That's right, you can park in the back.
Well, that's the question is, during choir rehearsal, do we have to park? That's my question, is that,
We're the only ones here today.
because they said all these things, and then I'm like, well, wait a second. I mean, I understand if it's like the well or Sunday morning, but I don't understand if it's a Wednesday night, and that's what I don't understand.
Some other group.
Here, let's say they're on a special service on Wednesday night, and that was open to the.
Yes.
You know, most of the park in the back.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you.
Well, anyway, I'm just saying something to Dennis about that.
And
Yeah.
I feel like if we're a woman driving myself in the dark when it's winter, I don't wanna walk back to that parking lot in the dark if I'm a straggler or
Yeah.
coming late.
Especially if it's snowing or icy.
Yeah, right.
That's another thing.
So I was like this.
And one can carry a flashlight.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about Dennis. Dennis is the.
I actually have a CCAP sign in my car.
Alright, we should get started. So,
I had my nose still pass.
Oh, that was it.
okay, good.
Actually,
Let me get the schedule here. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. Thank you. Sorry for, I know it's none of our faults, but sorry we didn't get to the song last Sunday. It was a snowstorm, but I think church made the right decision. You know, obviously, as I say in all my jobs, safety's number one. You know, and so, you know, in terms of where you're walking, you know, if it's really bad, especially for a choir setting, it's always better, if it is snow or weather, it's always better to just not happen. It's happened. I mean, like you know, like at the friend's home job, you know, the week of the concert, there was a huge COVID outrage. So we just rescheduled it, and thankfully that's never happened for a music festival in my 10 years here. But if it did happen, like Christmas or whatever, we would have to move it to January. I mean, we would eventually do a music thing. It would just have to be a different day. It would probably be after Christmas or something. So sorry, Bells, but it doesn't look too hopeful for you all. I'm just thankful it's not, on Saturday, because this week is my big musical once a year at the Kennedy High School. So I'm kind of hopeful that it's not Friday and Saturday, because that's more of a once a year thing, and that date can't change for them at the Kennedy Amateur Theatrical Society. So I'm actually in the process of like rehearsing with the orchestra, and the cast is doing really good. And the same things that I tell you guys, I tell Friends Home Choir, I tell Kennedy Amateur Theatrical Society, and the Linville Christian School. I mean, everybody, and then my private students. You know, the basic musical fundamentals, rhythms and tempos and dynamics and vowel changes and, you know, those kinds of things.
So how many days a week are you taking up with choirs?
Well, that's a tough question. So I sing in 4 professional choirs. One in Lancaster, one in Philadelphia, one in Wilmington, one in Chester County. And then I teach a whole bunch of students at Friends Home, and then 2 choirs I'm leading, and 1 musical. And I might have something in the summer. But yeah, life of a musician. So that's all fun. But like I said, I told someone asked me like, what's my favorite musical style? Because I've done literally a little of everything, and I said my favorite's always been church music. Because with you guys, because it's actually something we believe for eternity, rather than Robin Hood, which I like. It's a good musical. It's great, but it's nothing of eternal nature necessarily. Whereas this is like life-changing kind of things. Robin Hood, no offense, is not life-changing. You might like it, and by the way, I did send an email. So the show is Friday and Saturday at the Kennedy High School. And if you are interested, just please let me know. Tickets are ordered online, I think through PayPal. You took about your Ecclesiastes next week.
Oh, I talked about that last week.
Yeah, but when is it? Just remind people.
January 31st, 7 p.m. at Grandview, and I'll still need to send out the.
It's hard because that's my
The
birthday.
tickets.
So I will
It's
try
your birthday,
my
it's your birthday.
January 31st is my birthday. I'll see what I can do.
Happy birthday.
Thank you. So he's going to be off next week to prepare for that. So I said that's fine, you know. So we were talking because I needed to know what Wednesdays he's off. Because there's like a day or two, like in April or something, I need off or something. So I just don't want us both to be off, and then Clark shows up and Susan's calling me saying, "Where are you guys?" So we're trying to avoid that, you know, if possible. So all right, awesome. So if you look at the schedule here, a couple of things. So I updated the schedule. So obviously the green books turn back. So we're not going to be doing, I'm sorry, the song, we're just going to have to do it next time. It is what it is. Nothing really, they asked me at the worship vision that we're all in and staff on Mondays, and I said nothing really changes for choir. We don't really reschedule if a song happens. Maybe there is a time we could do it, but I think we'll probably just do the song another semester, maybe in the fall. We'll probably put it in the fall or the spring, but those things happen. So it doesn't really change what we do. We don't reschedule. And I think it's kind of the same with bell choir, but I'm not sure. That's Louise's decision. But I think if bells don't happen, then it just doesn't happen for a month necessarily. But I could be wrong on that. Maybe there's a day, because Louise has other church jobs too, where she has bell choir. So I think it's kind of the same. So just turn those green books in. And the two books you need are Carry the Light, is that book. And you will need the Experiencing God book for the whole semester. You will need that book for the whole semester. A majority of our songs are from the Experiencing God this term. The only song we are not doing is the Abba Father. Okay, so that's the only song we're planning for May 3rd to do all the songs Experiencing God except Abba Father. That's the only one we're not doing. In its place, we're going to add Haydn's, a classical piece of music. You'll like it. It's nothing in a foreign language. It's nothing too bizarre. But from the Haydn's creation, The Heavens Are Telling, a very famous classical piece of music. Pretty difficult, but at a level where I think this choir can sing. So we are doing one classical piece. It's predominantly more of a contemporary music festival this year, but we are going to add a classical piece of music for the festival. You don't need that music right now, but eventually we will do it, okay? So if you look at the schedule, February 8th is our next Sunday we sing. We're going to look at these two songs, Carry the Light, which we did a couple years ago, and then He Who Began a Good Work in You. Both wonderful songs, should be fine. Then February 15th, we're going to be doing Have Thine Own Way, Lord. That's in the Experiencing God book. That's the hymn, Have Thine Own Way, Lord, have Thine Own way. And Find Us Faithful, which we will not look at. That's on February 15th. So keep in mind, 8th and 15th are back-to-back Sundays we sing in February. Those are the only two Sundays in February. Then in March, we have 3 Sundays we sing. March 8th, Name of Names, and Speechless, I'm a little bit hesitant because it's really, I have some ideas, and Craig, I'm thinking, I might want to talk to you about that, see how comfortable you feel in the solo of Speechless or Sunday. But we got over a month to talk about that, okay?
So it's not the 1st, it's the 8th.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to talk, exactly, because Benjamin cannot do the 1st of March. So, and that's really important that he's here for those Sundays availability. So that's the only Sunday, from what his email said, that he's not available is the 1st. So we're moving it to the 8th. Okay? So March 8th is the Sunday we...
I might have to double check that, because it might have been that March 8th I'm also not available, but we weren't scheduled to do anything with this.
Just let me know. Okay, let me know about that. But right now it's March 8th. Okay, it might, just circle March 8th for now. And it's a month and a half from now that just let me know. Yes, just let me know all the dates if possible. Because there might be a date that we have to reschedule or whatever. So, March 15th, I'm going to do the Use Me, Send Me, Just As I Am, and Benjamin Wesley will be conducting We Come Together. March 29th is Eyes of My Heart. I think it's your heart, my heart. What's it say? Eyes of your heart, not my heart. Sorry, that's a typo. Eyes of your heart. I was like, I thought it was eyes of your heart. So March 29th, and that's Palm Sunday.
March 8th. Sorry, I was false alarm.
You go to March 8th?
Yeah.
Okay, then it's March 8th, okay? March 29th, eyes of your heart. What is Jesus doing step by step? That's in the Experiencing God. April 5th is Easter. So we're going to do When I Surveyed the Wondrous Cross, the big arrangement on Experiencing God. And we're also going to be doing my friend's piece, Rejoice, Rejoice, Our Lord Yet Lives. And I think that's also a world premiere piece for Easter. So that's going to be kind of fun to do. April 19th is Name of Names and On My Knees, 2 wonderful songs. Wait, I named the names twice now. That might change. That might be updated. Let's see what happens. I think I did that twice because I think that's the hardest song in the Experiencing God. And it might be good to do it twice. I think that's why I put it in there.
And we'll be hearing it a third time.
Yeah, but it'll be better the third time. So we might change it. That's 2-3 months from now. But just for now. And then the 26th is the finale. I know that's when bells play, but we always usually sing the Sunday before. And then May 3rd is Experiencing God, and then we're done. We maybe could add something special. It's hard after May because Mother's Day and Memorial Day. We maybe could add something the 3rd, but the 3rd Sunday in May. But I think you have Grandview has a special Sunday that your music festival in Grandview.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. The other things I've been thinking, and Craig, this is your point. So last week I mentioned about how we are planning to expand our worship teams and music opportunities is the plan for 2026 since we have church. And Greg, you were part of that, but I know the concern was rehearsal times for songs. So I thought about that really hard. So if you are on the worship team and there is a song you don't know, it won't be like a choir rehearsal, but it might be something maybe before choir rehearsal or after a choir rehearsal for about 15-20 minutes to spend some time on Wednesdays doing that. Normally the worship team is going to be rehearsing a few times. We haven't gotten there yet with Carly and Dakota and all them on certain Thursdays. So if you can't make the Thursdays, if you're in the choir but you're singing with the hymns or the worship songs, I can teach you the song and also send recordings. It won't be certain vocal parts necessarily. So if that's fine, maybe 15 minutes after or 20 minutes before choir rehearsal, that's what we're thinking and stuff. I'm holding off this Sunday asking a whole bunch of people to join in because I don't want to ask a whole bunch of people. It's the same songs as last week, but I'm assuming it's going to be not happening. And if it does happen, it can just be, I just don't want, the other reason why is I don't want people coming 8:15 risking their lives getting here when there's a snowstorm. But we will have a lot of people. And the other thing I just tell Susan, I was here till 12:30 in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning on a live stream, literally. Because I wanted to test the live stream because we had a whole bunch of problems with the soundboard for months and months and months. The live stream and that, so I said, and Kerry was here and he had a staff and he had some committee meeting, I don't know which one it was. But I said, all right, I'm gonna stay late tonight and just test every input. And I found a whole bunch of discrepancies. It had all these do not uses, do not use, do not use, do not use. I said, well, why can't you use them? It's like, and how did that happen? Because it's been that way for over 10 years here. And so I said, well, you know what, I'm gonna try it. And they're like, what do I have to lose? If I can't use it, I can't use it. And they all worked. All the inputs had to be reconfigured and changed. So like the prayer mic, Pastor Kerry's mic, all these mics were in inputs that we had a whole bunch of inputs that we could have used for these, these boxes where we can put inputs. Because we have 20 lines and then we have a lot of channels after 20 lines that's connected to our soundboard. So I moved all the wireless mics, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, into the wireless mics, and all the inputs work now. So we got an extra 5 inputs, I guess. And that's why. And then downstairs we had a whole bunch. Carly told me there's a whole bunch of microphones and a whole bunch of stuff from Hope Campus. So I got some of the mics like that, but it's still a little bit of a mess, and it'll look nicer, and the keyboard and stuff like that. So eventually, I think this cube's going to go, And we'll probably be a little bit further up, or we might, the team might be there. But the point is there's going to be more people involved in the singing of the hymns and the worship songs. So just keep that in mind. I will reach out to you all in the future. So I know Sandy, Roma, you might be someone, I know you said not on a Bell Sunday, but there might be a Sunday, or Susan and Joanne, anybody, just please let me know about that, okay?
Are you talking about solo music or what?
Well, yes, solo music, yeah, but I'm talking more specifically about singing the congregational hymns. More of a worship team, and also the choir as well, and the tech team, and also the bells, if anybody's interested in the bells. So keep working on that, stuff like that, but I think that's great. Anything else before we get to singing? I think that's all I had. But keep that in mind, that I'm going to be sending emails and texts sometime in the week. Hey, Craig. Hey, Glenn. Hey, Joanne. Can you sing? And it's all you do. It's much simpler than our choir anthems. It's just you sing with a microphone, and it's more of a. I think it's going to be nice having a one church and a variety of people, variety of ages, variety of backgrounds, singing together in worship to God. I think that's really cool. I really do. So, and there'll be some hymns, there'll be some worship songs, there'll be a variety of things, but not necessarily distinct on a style of music. It won't just be like it was before. It won't just be all hymns and the other service was all worship. It will be like we do in choir, interwoven. All right, so one time you might do a hymn, and one time you might do a contemporary song. That's what it's going to be, right? But the themes of it will be focused on what Pastor Carey's message is.
So are you saying that you will no longer be up front during congregational?
That's not what I'm saying necessarily. That lectern mic will still be used, but that I can't answer. But what I can answer, it will be more people involved during the music. And sometimes I might be up there, but that's a little too early to know that. But that lectern, the reason why I was down here, because the lectern mic wasn't working for a month, and I finally figured out what was wrong with it. It had to be reconnected, because there was dust behind the soundboard. Yes?
I'm wondering if you have reached out to the people that sang solos, or I don't know, the group at Hope Campus.
That's the praise team.
So the praise team's going to definitely be involved. Carly's definitely will be involved in the service. Normally it will be 3 songs. Normally Carly will be leading one of those songs every week, is I think what the plan is. And I picked 2 of them, but yeah, they're going to be involved in choir. The plan is, it was so separate for all the years that we were here. And people couldn't do the worship team because it was at Hope Campus, and they couldn't be a part of the choir. And so now it can be interwoven. People in the worship team, like Carly, will be a part of the choir. That will be an extra alto. And you guys can be a part of a worship team that I don't know if you thought about it, but you can be a part of a worship team. And it allows more opportunities for pre-service and special music. We'll continue everything what we're doing. Angie, Suzanne, all the other special music will continue. And nothing changes with that. But we're just add on. Nothing changes with bells or choir, but we just make it more variety of people and more involvement, more opportunities for our church to be involved. Since we're all Millersville Community Church, it would be nice if our music had a sense of community, is the goal. So you might be singing songs you may have never sung before that might have been predominantly at Hope, and they might be singing hymns they never predominantly sang in the choir or something, but it's going to be kind of like that. That's a great point, though. So, and special music will continue too. Yes. Any other questions, comments? I know it's a lot, so good. All right, let's stand. Give him D flat major. Okay, so let's do E-ah and go. And the whole point of this, if you don't mind, the whole point of this is a couple of things. Making sure we have 2 different vowels and they're pure vowels. The ah is always the hard for me. It's always hard. And the other thing is the sensation of air. So some people, without naming names, are going ee-ah. They're decrescendoing the energy. But do you notice that it sounds a little bit flat when I sing like that? Instead of crescendoing through that ah, think in terms of getting louder when you descend down the scale. Did that sound flat? Don't think so, because I'm using more energy in the breath. So it's also working on our breath too. So the music doesn't sound stagnant. You don't want the music often to sound stagnant, regardless of style. The technique has to be there, whether we're singing a worship song or a Bach chorale. Okay? The technique stays the same. Then we can talk about different stylistic things. But the technique of using breath and crescendoing through that is what we want to do. And the other thing what we want to do is keep the vowel in the same placement. So we're not closing our mouth. Hear how my mouth closes? Hear the difference? The ah is placed that way. So that's why I was telling like sometimes sopranos in the past, keep that ah open when you sing those high notes and use breath. That's what I'm talking about. That gets you warmed up. So B major. B major as in, you know, hands. Ready, go. Do you know how much better that sounds? I like to do one. Did you hear a difference in that? Oh, don't give me that. Don't give me that.
Good with pitches.
So I'm going to give you a little assignment. Because I'm telling you, it's on the recording. You should listen to the difference, how much better you guys sound when you do it that way. Now, I want you to listen to that. Same key. Do the same thing. All right, ready, and go. Let's do that one again. So when we get higher, we need more breath, right? So obviously some people it's a little higher in our range, and some people it's like, what are you talking, Brenton? It's still in my range. But we want, if it gets a little bit higher, what we don't want is we don't want it to be in our throat. Right? So choir rehearsals, it's also important to talk about vocal technique. Because it is like a voice lesson. It's a free voice lesson. Congratulations. That's what it is. So for these early rehearsals, they're really good because we're not rushing to learn an anthem for this Sunday. So we can talk about these things more than, all right, we got to get to the anthem. Brenton's not talking about that. We got to do an anthem. Well, it's good to talk about these things. So we don't want it to be in our throat. We want more air and we want a lower breath. Hear the difference? Is what we want to try to do. So do that same key. Not saying it sounds like that, but you can hear that some of you, it gets a little bit high. So just think about opening that mouth and using that low breath. Let's do it again. Ready? And go. Yes. Take higher pitch. Yes. First note, get accurate. Feel tired or anything? No, because you're singing correctly. Have a seat. So, someone one time, this is a great short little story. Someone asked, I did like a 3-hour opera, a lot of high notes. And someone came up to me and asked an interesting question. How do I sing, how do I breathe, like, you know, the breathing that I do, all the high notes that I sing, and not sound tired? It's because it's like an athlete, you know, like a basketball player that does it every day. And if you do it the right way, the right technique, you shouldn't feel tired when you're done singing a song. And it actually, if you do it technically, you can actually expand your range both sides. You can actually sing higher, you can actually sing lower, those kinds of things. So if you just do it the correct way, you shouldn't feel tired or your throat feels like, oh, that hurt. And I say never, no matter what the style is. I even had this scream on pitch. Isaac Duquette, I had to scream on pitch, this weird piece. But I screamed in a way, not screamed, but like yelling with some raspiness in a way that didn't damage my voice. There's actually there was this band, you know the band Red, the Christian rock band Red, there's Screamo sing, like they sing, he sings a little bit, and then he screams a little bit. So if you scream the incorrect way, you damage your voice. Like the audio adrenaline singer, he lost his voice because he sang the wrong way. But he actually screams and sings with the diaphragm muscle. I'm not saying you're gonna like screamo singing music, but you can hear in his singing, he's trained by like a contemporary vocal person because he's using the diaphragm and using the mouth a little bit. So it supersedes style. The technique supersedes style. You breathe and sing the correct way should be good. So if you do that, you shouldn't feel tired, which I saw tonight. So people are like, yeah, this is what. So and the other thing is, because we predominantly sing almost all the time, we sing in the morning. It's always good to bring some water here, and also to warm up a little bit in the car before you get here is also a good idea to keep your voice warmed up as well. Okay, let's look at the Carry the Light song. You know what page it's in?
68.
68.
Right here, you began good work in you. Oh.
Oh, no, Carry the Light's page 4. Yes, we will look at that song, but not quite.
Page 40.
Page 4. 4. Anybody remember this song? Such a great song about it. So Carrie's talking a lot about mission, how God calls us for the church, what we're called to do, and about this theme of unity. And what a better song about that than this Carry the Light, what we're called to do. So if you look at the text, if you go to page 6, I'm just going to read the text a second before we sing the song. Carry the light. Go and carry the light. Go and tell the children they are precious in God's sight. Carry the light. Go and preach the gospel till there is no more night. In the name of Jesus Christ, carry the light. And I love this bridge section, page 7. Go ye into all the world. That's what we're called to do, right? That's what. So it's a great song for that. Oh, you need the book, Cindy?
No, I want to find a pencil.
Oh, a pencil.
What other
Here's one.
Oh, thank you.
One. Okay.
This will come on.
So what I'd like to do, I know it says solo, but I'd like everybody to sing the verses unison, please. And I did record this a couple of years ago, so I do have these recordings up. So, and we had like 3 rehearsals to learn it. So if you're a soprano or a bass or an alto or a tenor, just listen to the recording that's yours. So that's also important. And the rehearsals are going to be recorded as well. So you can go back to the Wednesday night rehearsals and listen to anything that you missed. Okay, let's go to measure 5. Let's sight read for now and sing all together. So both verses will be everybody when we do it. Okay, 2, 3, go. Still sing with good vowels, okay? Number 2, really listen to each other so it's one unified choir. It's always harder to teach a choir unison than it is actually their own parts. Why is that? Because sometimes, I'm not saying this choir, but notice that I listen to a lot of church choirs a lot, because a lot of colleagues send me their anthems, and some of the choirs don't sound as good on the unison sections, because you can tell, because one person might sound really in tune and one person might be a little bit flat. And I don't want that to be for us. So what we need to do is think higher on the pitch and really think, and what's going to help is when we're here, which I think a lot of people are positive about really hearing each other when we're, over there. So really think about when these unison sections, really think about listening to each other and think higher in the pitch, particularly when the notes repeat. So if you look on this, like measure 5, you have a lot of two A naturals, 2 G naturals, 2 Fs, 2 B flats, da, da. So the tendency is the second A natural, the second G natural, the second F natural tends to be on the lower side. So we have to think higher. In this world of darkness. And not saying anybody did this here, but if you look at like measure 10, that 16th note, it's a contemporary piece of music. It's written in the 1980s, I think, but the 16th notes are more of a casual side. So contemporary music is much more syncopated than like a church hymn, usually, not always the case. There are some hymns that are syncopated. So this dying. So you don't have to really accent it or separate. Sometimes I've asked you for like notes that are fast to like accent. Da, ba, ba, ba. That's not this piece. Dying. Just sing right through it. Make it relaxed, a relaxed sound. Some of you were doing that. Some of you were So just don't do that. Same thing on measure 11, 12. How will they know? Make it nice and smooth, okay? Let's try that one more time. Measure 5. 2, 3, go. Keep it loud and sing through the phrase. So much better. Difference. Sometimes if you hear it, sometimes some people can hear it. It was so much nicer to listen to the second time because you were really, wasn't perfect. It's not going to be perfect, obviously, but it's going to be better if we think in that way. We're sight reading, we're learning the music, we're getting an idea of how it sounds, right? I'd like to go back and do the second verse, the same idea. Okay, and let's do the second verse now. 2, 3, go. Yeah, just one thing on that, and it's the same thing with light, and this sounds pretty, it's a hard word to sing, but light is actually a diphthong. I know you didn't sing light, I'm going to get to this point later, but the diphthongs be careful of. Make sure it's in carry the law, instead of light. Hear how the I comes out a little bit? So just be aware that it's carry the light. Keep on the ah. On by, count them by. Same idea. The ah should be by. So count them by the millions. So just make sure it's a nice ah vowel there. All right, second verse, verse 5, 2, ready, go. Those pitches are and then sing through it. Crescendo. Crescendo. How will they know? And same idea. That's 4 months. Crescendo. But that's the idea. So all that warm-up, we did that kind of a warm-up tonight to get us prepared for this song. So this is a type of song, yes, it's more of a softer song, kind of like a mezzo forte type song, I would say, medium loud. But we want to crescendo through that whole phrase, so we're not dying away. And is up above us. So that way the pitch is there, the words are more reflective for the congregation people, and it just sounds better when we do it that way. Let's go on, okay? So, What I like to do just for now is I want everybody to sing the soprano melody. Obviously, we're not going to do that on Sunday, the Sunday that's coming up. But I want everybody to sing the soprano part so we can get the main melody. And then altos, basses, tenors, we'll do your parts later. But I want everybody to sing the melody for now.
We're not singing this Sunday, right?
No, it's not to the 8th. Yeah, so we got a couple weeks. A natural. And I like to go slightly under tempo. And if it's too high, altos and basses and stuff, if it's too high, sing it down the octave. The idea is to get the melody in our brain. And basses, you can sing it down the octave. Altos, you can sing it down the octave. I just want unison for now. That's not what's going to happen Sunday. But to get the idea of the melody. And we're going to go slower than normal so we can get the right rhythms. We're just learning the music, okay?
Second verse.
No, on the chorus. So the last measure of page 5. With the unit, so the soprano part in whatever octave and slower tempo so we can get the idea of the music. All right, one more time. 1, 2. Carry the light, carry the So sopranos on that. What you want to do, that's another phrase, so you just have to kind of crescendo through it. Carry the light. That's why I want everybody singing that, so you can work on your breath. One more time. Ready, go. Carry the light, crescendo light. Carry the light, same thing. Okay, listen to that. Go and tell the children. Let's do that measure. 22. Ready? Go. Go and tell the children. No, almost. Yeah. Go and tell the children. The high 8th note. Yep, one more time. Ready? Go. Go and tell the children. Off. They are precious in His sight. Crescendo. Watch me. Carry the light. Breathe. Go and preach the gospel till there no more night. In the name of Jesus Christ. Carry the light. Yes. Does that make sense? Can we do that one more time since we got time to learn the music? But eventually, you're going to sing your parts, the lower 3 voices, carry the light. But eventually, when you have those elongated note values, those long lights, don't let it sag in volume so it doesn't sound flat. Carry the light, carry the light. Sounds better. Doesn't quite get there. And it doesn't inspire them to carry the light of Jesus Christ. So we have to crescendo that. And the other thing, and it's a tough thing to do, put the carry word, the C, make it a K consonant, is what the example I like to use. So if you make it a K consonant, the K will come out more than if we think of it as a C. I know it's written technically in English as a C, but what's happening is it sounds like carry the light, even though it's the name of the song, it's going to be on the TV screens, I understand that. But wouldn't it be nicer if we could really get that K consonant? Carry the light, carry the night, especially when the lower 3 voices, eventually when you sing your carry light in response to the soprano, it would be nice to have that K constant in there. Let's just do the melody one more time and then we're going to add the parts. Okay, same spot. Last measure, page 5. 1, 2. Carry the light, guides. Carry the light. Keep that note high. Go and tell portion on. Nice T consonant. Carry the light. Carry the light. Go and preach the gospel till there is no more night. In the name of Jesus Christ. Carry the light. Yeah, that's it. Now, does that make sense? I'm seeing people's faces light up. That's good. So that's what we want. Now let's do it. I'm going to give sopranos a little break, and I want to do the lower three voices for now. No sopranos right now. Okay?
Are we doing our parts then?
We're going to do, yeah. So actually start, yes. So what's going to happen, let me explain what happens. So the carry, so it says both times all. So both times you're going to be singing unison on carry the. And then if you look on measure 19, the light is when you do your divisi, your part splits, okay? Carry the light. So that's what I want to work on, okay? So let's do that, okay? Sorry?
We would like to sing the second.
That's fine, and sing the second soprano, but just don't sing their notes. I don't care what, you can, yeah, it's an alto 1 and 2. Whatever you want, Roman, that's fine, as long as it's not their part. That's fine. That's fine. 1, go. Carry the almost. So on that, if you look on, has a little bit of some musical theater-ness in this song, but if you look on 19, can you really be observant of that second rest, that second, where the quarter rest is on the second beat? Carry the light, carry the light. It's more effective if we can just cut off on the second beat. Make sense? Let's do that one more time. Some of you did that, some of you didn't. That's okay. We're learning the music today, but it would be really nice if we can do that. Let's do it again. 1, 2. Carry the light, carry the light. Off. Okay, can I just do the alto part? So where you're doing the soprano too. I just want to do the altos for a second. Yeah, just one more time. Just the altos, please. No, on measure 22. Yeah, it's 22. I'm sorry. I misspoke. Page 5, the last measure. Carry the light. That one. 1, 2. Carry the light. Yeah, so there's a little bit of a discrepancy. Roma is singing the top alto, and it looks like you're singing the bottom alto.
What are we supposed to say?
I like Roma's note better.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
And then eventually, Carly's a good musician. I like eventually, once I've got you, the top alto part, or the soprano 2 part, I like to call it the top alto part, the alto 1 part, is a little more important than the lower alto part in this song, okay? So what eventually I'm going to do is I'm probably going to have Carly sing the lower alto when we do it eventually on Sunday, okay? So for now, if you two can just do the middle part, the top alto part, that would be great. One more time. That's what I was hearing, and so I wanted to isolate just for the alto so you guys got it, because the basses and tenors, they were fine. Okay? 1, 2. Yeah, and make sure it's on the phone. Carry the light. It's kind of weird how it's written in the score, but if you notice after the 16th note run, arpeggio there, in the piano coming after the A minor 7, which is measure 21, you'll notice a rest above that. That rest is for you. So make sure you're off on the, it's weird how it's written that way. It's kind of like a lead sheet kind of thing. What's weird is that it's more of an orchestra issue, but like the orchestra things that I'm doing, the problem with it is it's all lead sheets. So they have A minor. So I have bass guitar, electric guitarists, and acoustic that play in the chords. They're not a problem. But when I have a flautist and a clarinetist playing, they don't sometimes know what note to play, because sometimes it has the piano playing this, but then there's another thing where there's a rest. That's kind of the issue with this music. So I want everybody to be observant on 21 of the rest. So basses and tenors. If you look, there's a note below that rest on 21. Be observant of the rest. Light off. So just everybody, that's more important. All those notes on the fourth beat are what Benjamin is doing. Okay? Let's do it one more time. Just the altos. So just hold it the full value altos. 1, 2. Off. 1 and 2 and 3, go. Go and tell the children. 1. Okay, so that was not, so they are precious. Yes. Let's do that again. 22, please. 22. Measure 22. 3.
Should, on measure 23, should they go up, start on the D and then go up to the F?
They should probably, they are precious in his sight. They should probably go to the,
It would probably be easier on that one just to go down, right?
they could, yeah. I mean, let's see, you can do it lower if you want on that spot. Let's see how it goes on 22. Let's see. Let's try the lower note for now. Let's see how that is. 22. Yeah, 22. Ready, go. One thing on that, on the dren, on 22, go and tell the children. That first, when that 16th note, when it goes back to that D natural, be aware of that it's a higher note. Children, we go back to that same note and then back to the C. 22, ready, go. Go and tell the children. 1. Okay, so we had a little bit. What I like to do, I like the lower note for this. They are precious. But when we get to sight, I like that F, E natural. Sight. Or down, you know.
Okay, wait a minute.
Yes,
B
Sandy.
is the middle note, right?
Let's just do they are precious in his sight, just slower. 23, 3, 4, 1. They are precious in his sight. On sight, can you go higher? Can you go to that F natural in sight?
Okay.
That has to happen because that's definitely a more dominant note. And the other reason why we don't want to go to the C natural is because the basses already have the C natural, and the altos are actually really important on that note because of that that dissonance with the sopranos, that suspension. Light. That's really important. Let's do it again. 23. Same thing. 3, 4, 1. They are precious in his sight. Yeah. Let's do it one more time, then we'll add the lower 3 voices. That's it, altos. That sounds great. And then when you get to that part, really crescendo that part. Really sing that part loud, because we really want to hear that. That's important. It's a nice note. When you do it right, it's good. It's really good. All right, back to bottom page 5, just the altos. Just the altos, and we'll add the lower voices with it. 1, 2. What happened?
I thought we were supposed to sing the second paragraph. I mean, the first alto. Yeah. They are precious.
You know, it might be easier just to do the middle part then on 23. Go and, just 1 second. I'm just going to sing it for now, so I'll just listen to me. Go and tell the children, they are precious in his sight. Do the middle note.
Oh, okay.
It's easy because then they establish what the F natural
You're
is.
staying on the F though. It just
You
says-
stay on the F
Right.
until on in, they are precious in his, and then you go back to the F natural E.
What?
Oh, wait a minute.
Hold on. On this one. Yeah, it is. The middle, lower, middle, 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 C. It's 2 parts. Sorry, everybody. So this is what I'm thinking here. So let me show you.
Yes, please.
So let me see Roma. You look, yeah, she's got it. So there's 2 notes there. So you're going to take the D natural. But then there's 3 notes there. So you're going to take, every time it's the middle, you take the middle note. They are precious in, and then on in, there's 2 notes. You go back to the C.
Okay.
But you don't go up on R, you stay on the
You stand. Well, you can do that, but the problem with the they is there's 2 notes. So normally if it's a split 2 notes, you take the lower note. They are.
That's right.
You see how there's 2 notes there?
Yeah.
So if it's 2 notes, the sopranos already have the F natural.
Oh, okay, so we want to.
So it makes sense. You ought to take the middle note when there's 3 parts.
That makes sense.
Because then it's the same issue with the basses. You're doubling with the sopranos. So you just jump up on the F natural when it's the 3 divisi. Can we just practice that 23? Thank you everybody for your patience, but this is really important because the alto parts, it's actually a really tough part. So just be patient. We got to do this tonight. My goal is to get the chorus and then we can move on, but I want to get this done. 23. Let's just do, Roman Sandy, let's just do 23. Slowly, okay? 3, 4, 1. They are precious in his. Yeah, go back to the F natural. Go back to the F natural. One more time. That was good. 23 without me singing. And 1. They are precious. Go back up. Oh, yes. And then when you get the carry, then you already have that F natural. Good. Does that make sense, Roman Sandy? That was good. So listen to the alto 1 part. Alto 1 in the recording.
Oh, okay.
When you go home, when you study it at some point before next Wednesday, study the alto 1 part. All right, let's do the lower voices. Let's add the tenors and the basses. Okay, page 5. Carry the light. Page 5. No sopranos yet. 1, go. Yes, so I'm going to do the tenors and the basses by themselves. So let's work on the tenors and the basses here. Same spot, bottom of page 5, last measure. Just the tenors and the basses. 1, go. Carry the light, the light, carry the light. So just the tenor note, just the tenor.
Yeah, what's that last
Yes.
light note?
Yeah, we're gonna do it. I'm gonna sing with you, okay? Keith wasn't able to be here tonight, it's okay. 1, go. Carry the light, carry the light, carry the light. So it's lower than what you think it is. Let's do it one more time, Craig. 1, go. Carry the light, carry the light, carry the light. Let's do it with the basses. Same spot, tenors and basses. 1, go. Carry the light, carry the light, carry the light. Go. Go on. Carry the light off. Carry the light. Carry perfect. There's obviously some things we need to review in rhythms, but that's okay. Our goal is to teach the chorus and be done with it. Yes, Sandy.
Have I told the choir members about my diagnosis?
Yes, you did. Lower three voices. Bottom of page 5. No soprano yet. Thank you, sopranos, for waiting. We're going to add you after this, okay? Lower three voices. 1, go. Carry the light, carry the light, carry the light. Go. Too much of rhythm, but when I go and tell the children, be a little more percussive on that, more rhythmic. Go and tell the children. Go and tell the children. Let's do that. 22. Verse 22. And be observing that rest. Ready, go. Go and tell the children. Off. They are precious. Go. Where it's rhythmic in the name, all those rhythmic spots. We'll work on that next week to getting the rhythms of it. But it's shaping up. It's not 100%, but it sounds pretty good. Now we just add the sopranos. Back to page 5, everybody. So sopranos, you're singing that main melody while they do. So don't let the lower three voices throw you off because they're going to echo you. The sopranos actually are the lead singer in this chorus. So you're singing the melody, and they're like the background singers for this, all right? You're going to like that. You get a little spark on your face. All right, I'm a movie star now. All right, okay. All right, let's do it. Can we stand and try it? And then we'll put this one away for tonight. Just the chorus, and then we'll be done with this one. 1, go. Carry the Lord. Energy. Carry the light. Go and tell the children. 1, they are precious. Altos. So just be aware, light off on the third beat. On the first ending.
Why not the second beat?
Because that's piano notes. The half
Oh,
rest.
no, I was going to say light.
No, because it's written half note. Light. Yeah, because the piano has dialogue with this. Good, so just make sure on the first ending, the third system, the first measure on page 7, you're off on the third beat. And then Benjamin responds in a musical dialogue that same carry the light rhythm. Light, bum, 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 bum. And I think I'll have Dan Hessling play this one too with the drums, which will be really nice. Good. You like it? It's a nice song. It's a really nice song. He who began a good work in you. Same book, page 68. Another good one. I don't think we've ever done this song. Anybody know it?
I feel like this song very good from the childhood.
Yeah, it's a famous Steve Green song, but we've never done it. There's another good song talking about good works, what we do. You know, in our feet, like we might not be missionaries out in South America or Asia or Africa, But we are doing missionary work, what we're doing here at Millersville, right? You know, with the thrift shop or the cottage or the choir or someone on the street, right? So we're doing good work for Christ, for God. That's what the point of the sermon is for that Sunday. So it's all songs about what we need to do today, right now, as Christians, right? All right, let's do it. It might help if I, so it's unison at the very first. Can you play a little bit of this and just listen? Because I don't think, even if you know the song, the syncopation, I want you to learn it correctly. So do you mind if you just do two measures, measure 4, and I'll just sing the solo?
Measure 4?
Yeah. Not too fast. Dum, bum, bum, bum. Let's do it again. Measure. So it's a little bit slower than that. Dum, dum, bum, bum. Began a good work in you. He began a good work in you. Will be faithful to complete it. Will be faithful to complete it. He who started the work will be faithful to complete it in you. Another great song. Yes, that's the song. So let's all do the unison right now. Okay? Now obviously that when we first sing it in real life, when it's that Sunday morning, and it hopefully doesn't snow that Sunday morning, that the first time we're doing it in unison. So we will do it in unison the first time, and then when we go back to the song, we will do the parts. So the first time is unison. So just mark that in your score if you have it. And choir's unison the first time. Okay. And I found a good recording of it tonight that I'm going to try to record the part some point this week that has unison at the very beginning, and then when we go back, we do the parts. Okay, let's do it. Unison. Just the notes for now. 2, ready, go. Began a good work in you. Full value. He began a good work in you. This is the long one. Will be faithful to complete it. Have fun with it. Will be faithful to complete it. He who started the work will be faithful to complete it in you. Yeah, when you have all these 8 notes, he who started, you can separate it a little bit. That's what I mean by having fun. He who started the work will be faithful to complete it in you. So the 8 notes, you can separate a little bit in this style. And then on the elongated notes, the whole notes, you can do that legato and crescendo into it. Let's do the parts. Measure 6. 1, 2, ready, go. Have fun with the syncopations, accent those. He began a good work. All I want to do on that song tonight is to get sections of the music, because we don't have to sing this for a couple of weeks. So the goal this week is to get the choruses of Carry the Light and He Who Began a Good Work and just solidify what we learned. Then we're going to learn the verse next week, okay, and connect it. And then by 2 weeks from now, we'll put the piece together, we'll sing it, and get it prepared for Sunday. I'd like to do the Experiencing God one. All right, so let's get the Experiencing God. And have thine own way, Lord, is the one. I forget the page.
135.
Thank you, Benjamin. 135. Yes. So this has have thine own way with. Do anybody know the Potter's Hand? It's a song really good in the 90s. The Potter's Hand, about how it's such. I mean, this musical is just perfect for what our church is going through right now. And Pastor Gary and I were talking, and I was telling him, boy, I tell Susan this one for this year. It's based, if you look up Experiencing God, there's a whole devotional Bible study. In fact, Pastor Gary's going to be talking, when we sing these songs, he's going to be preaching on these songs. Pastor Bruce Height is going to be narrating a lot of this. So there's a lot of music underscore, and he knows. He told me, I'm a little bit scared because I don't know what it is exactly the music. I said, don't worry, I'll point to you. So the orchestra's going to be, which is what's really nice this year, is a lot of the narration, there's underscore music that's just the orchestra plays that segues into the songs. But a lot of the narration will be, there will be instrumental music that the orchestra plays while Bruce speaks, which is it's going to be nice. And we're also going to be adding, I think for priests, it's the same time, we're going to actually be doing one of the Mozart early symphonies for priests. It's about it's a 15-minute thing. So we're going to add some classical pieces, but it's an early Mozart symphony that deals with nature and how God creates things and how we can experience God, even though it's an orchestra piece. Mixed in with 3 African American spirituals that the orchestra's doing. Kumbaya, My Lord, Freedom, I forget the other one. But there are 3 songs that will be interwoven. So it's really going to be uplifting music this time. So, good. All right? And this will be one of those songs we'll sing, and then we'll do it on May 3rd. But I think this is going to be kind of a different experience than last year. This is a more, last year was obviously about the crucifixion and what Jesus did. And this year is about really where we're going as a church, how we can experience God in our own lives, and how we can share that love. I think you're going to really love, I think you're going to be, by May 3rd, hopefully before then, you're going to come up to me saying, I really enjoyed this, and it was God felt. I mean, because I'm already sensing this in January. I can't wait to see how God moves through this music festival on May 3rd. Because it's really that passionate. And look up the devotional on it. I mean, just look it up. I mean, it's a really, really nice, okay? Let's sing it. So ladies, so let's just pick up the 135. Yeah, just the da-da-da. Yes. Just the ladies by himself. Nice and legato, ladies. 1, 2. Let my heart be broken by the things that break your heart. Gentlemen, let my eyes be open to the truth of who you are. Go. Let the words you spoken for me. No Brad. Lord Jesus, have now, try to be as expressive and prayerful in this moment. Da, 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 da. When we do it with the orchestra, if we're that expressive, when we do it on the Sunday, and then when the orchestra's here, that's the whole idea. So in 19, let thy words you spoken draw me to you from afar. Da, 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 da. Very prayer-like. Let's do it one more time. Ladies, let's do this spot where the ladies come in. Beginning of your entrance. 1, 2. Let my heart be broken by the things that make your heart. Gentlemen, let my eyes be here. And actually, I didn't tell you this, Roma, yet. But it would be, boy, when I heard this song, I just had visions of people with different songs. Obviously, Speechless, I'm hearing Craig in my brain. And this one, I'm hearing Roma. I don't know. So, Roma, can you try the solo just for now? This is the hymn. Have thine own way. Don't do the ooze yet.
Oh, do the ooze with me.
Not yet. I want to just hear Roma for tonight. 27. Just want to hear Roma. Okay, try Roma. 1, 2, go. Nice. Yes. Nice big breath. Yes. Give her a hand. Yeah. So Roma, how about you plan on singing that solo
Everybody sing.
for the whole semester? And don't be singing the ooze there. And the orchestra will be playing on that one, Roma. So congratulations if you want it. Give her a hand. That was great. Okay. Now, choir. The first time that was gorgeous. And Roma, you'll.
They sing the ooze. There's the ooze down there.
They're going to sing the ooze with you.
Oh, good. Well,
So in real life, they will sing the ooze while you will have some kind of a mic. You'll come up at some point and you'll sing your part. We'll hear your part over top the choir. The choir will be singing ooze there. Then we repeat and the choir sings the Have Thine Own Way. So the first time is ooze. Let's just do the ooze for now. Actually, skip the ooze for tonight. We don't need to worry about the ooze. I just want to get the melody in our brain. All right, 27. Skip the ooze. We'll do it for real, but we don't need to do the ooze tonight. You're welcome. I know you hate the ooze. We'll do it later. Do the words. 27. 1, 2, go. So everybody should be singing 27. Everybody. Yeah, just roll the chord there. No.
On the.
Yeah, the parts. Yeah, you're singing the
I thought I was
parts.
gonna sing melody.
No, everybody, there's no unison on this. Every time you're singing parts. Both times you're singing parts here. Okay? 1, 2, go. Connected. Second ending. Yes, good, great. And that's all I want to do. The last thing, we'll do name of names later. I like Mr. Craig to hear the Speechless song. Page 24. Craig, this is the one I'm thinking, I don't know if we're going to have a men's trio. And Glenn, you might be involved in this at some point. My goal eventually is, well, I want you both to hear it for now. It might be a duet or a trio when we do it. Because I think I might have Conrad sing it might be a trio. I think my goal is to do this as a trio, but probably for the first Sunday, I'd like it's a Stephen Curtis Chapman piece, if you know. Do anybody know this song? All right, let's end a rehearsal with this. This is a really fun piece. Do you mind, Craig and Glenn, me singing the the verse for now and just get in their brain. Can we just try the beginning of it? This is a really fun.
How's the rhythm of this work?
So, yeah, so it goes bum 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 ba da 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 ba da dum ba da 1 2 3 1 2 3 and 1 2 3 ba da da dum ba da bum 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 bum. So this loud beginning. It'll be fun, all right? Let's try it. Let's just see the best we can. And I'll sing it for now, okay? And then choir, just get in your brains, all right? Ready, and. 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 1 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 Words fall like drops of rain. My lips are like clouds. I say so many things, trying to figure it out. As mercy opens my eyes, my words are stolen away. With this breathtaking view of your grace, and I am speechless. I'm astonished and amazed. I'm a silence by your wondrous grace. You have saved me. You have raised me from the grave. I am speechless in your presence now. I'm astounded as I consider how you have shown us a love that leaves us speechless. Yeah. And there's a trio part. So the goal is, I was thinking, Craig, you'd probably do that part, because that's in your range, and Glenn, you'll do the lower note. We'll spend some time on that. I don't want you to attempt to sing it tonight, but if you can look at, I'm going to try to upload Speechless for you to get. We got plenty of time to get it, okay? And if we need to delay Speechless for a switch a song, we'll switch it. But what I'd like to do is I want the choir to get that idea. Get the idea. So go to page 33. So I want the choir to kind of have this in your brains. Let's try it as best we can. It's a really contemporary, it's a really rhythmic song. So we'll, All right, let's do 64. Let's do 64. Accent the A, accent speechless. All right, 1, 2, then go. Speechless, silence by your wondrous grace. Save me, raise me. 1. From the grave, go. Speechless, astonished, consider how shown us speechless, speechless. Good. I want to go back. 64, we're just getting main ideas of the songs. Go back to 64. This is kind of the main section the choir sings. Altos, be aware of 65. Dotted eighth against that 16th. So that's what it is. And you do want to separate it when you do it for real. So the dotted, anything with a dotted quarter, a dotted eighth. This one you can separate an accent more. This was more percussive. 64. Let's do the accompaniment if we can, as much as we can. 1, 2, 3, go. Speechless. Again. Silence by your wondrous grace. Save me, us, raise me. 1. We stand in awe of your grace. Now basses on this section, you could go down the octave. We stand in awe of your grace. On this, we stand in awe, bottom of page 38, measure 91. I just listen to it. And sight reading for now. 1, 2, and go. We stand in awe of your grace. We stand in awe of your mercy. Go. We stand in awe of your love. We are speechless. More part to BC. We stand in awe of your cross. We stand in awe of your power. We are speechless. We stand in awe of your grace. We stand in awe of your mercy. We stand in awe of your love. We are speechless. Go on, keep going. We stand in awe of your cross. A little bit louder. We stand in awe of your power. We are speechless. Go on. We stand in awe of your grace. We stand in awe of your mercy. We stand in awe of your love. We are speechless. One more time. We stand in awe of your cross. We stand in awe of your power. Watch. We are watch speechless. And do the last chord. Yes, song. Good. Sorry. Da, 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 da. Just do the last two measures. 131. 131. And it'll slow down. Watch it to slow down. 1, 2, ready. We are watch speechless. And that's how it ends. Nice song, isn't it? Yeah, so it's very rhythmic and it's very heavy band-centered music, but I think Glenn and Craig, you're going to love singing it. So that's my assignment for you, and Roma, you've got an assignment to sing your song, and you'll like it. You'll like it, okay? Well, it is 8:30, so we need to stop. So my goal is I'm going to upload as many of the Experiencing God. There's a lot of recordings of the whole cantata, but I'm going to upload an unlisted each of the tracks, of the regular tracks, and then eventually I'll record each of the parts. So it's a process. I've been a little bit behind on the recordings just because it just was a crazy December and I got sick for a week, and so it's coming along. So just be aware of that. But it's really good music. Listen to the music. Just don't listen to Abba Father. You can listen to it, but we're not singing it. So okay, good. Any prayer requests from anybody? Yes, Roma.
My sister-in-law, Terry